Hey, what's up everybody? Alf here wishing you a happy Halloween if you're in a part of the world that celebrates that. And I have some more Halloween Cup GBL for you, a little riff on a team you've seen a few times on this channel with the Frostlass lead. In this case, we've dropped the Mawile for Toxicroak in the back. You've seen how much I like Toxicroak in this meta, and aside from a couple matchups where it's obviously pretty bad, it just really gives certain teams fits, and I love to have it hiding in the back for everyone to enjoy. So I hope you enjoy these battles. Let me know how these formats are going for you, if you like the way that Halloween Cup certainly it looks now with the poison buff, or if you've just been playing Ultra League. I'm very curious to know what you've been enjoying, but enjoy these battles, and I'll see y'all next time. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, I'm winning with this, and that's kind of where I want to be, so we'll probably just run it back. Yeah, the problem we're having with the back line right now is just dark poisons are a problem for us. So what I'm debating is whether or not I want to try the version of this team that has Toxicroak on it. It's a little worse if the bugs swap in, right? But it's so much better against Drapions and all those things, and it's really a good counter to a dark poison swapping in on us, which we don't have right now. Mawile is serviceable if they swap a Drapion in, but it's not great, right? It makes our team slightly worse against the bug steals, in particular the psychic user ones, but I think I'm going to try it for a set with Toxi back here. Toxi's just one of my favorite mons in the format, and I just feel like it might be able to do it. We're a little worse against Dragalge, but our team's already very good against it. Escav? Escav is similar. Escav is similar. You could probably make an argument for Escav as well. But I think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to actually try this. We get worse against Galv. That's really the one Pokemon that I feel a little bit like we'll start to struggle a little bit against, but Frostlass if it's in the lead, Frostlass Galv is playable. We can kill it with a Toxicroak. Like, there's ways to kill a Galv. So we're gonna try. We're gonna find a way. But I'm gonna try with the Toxi back there. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Oh, they got a Volt Switch in again. That's not great. So the Volt Switches sneaking in are bad for us. That's actually kind of like, you know, close to worst case scenario. This could be a lunge. No, they're just gonna discharge. I think that's fine. I just need to live closer to the servers. I know. Rip us. Question is, do we just let it go? I worry they're gonna outrace me here, but I'm just gonna try. I think if they try and outrace me, I should be able to outrace them. Oh, rip. It's fine. Toxi should be able to get, I believe Toxi gets to a Mud Bomb first. Or we just kill them? Yeah, we just kill them. That also works. And we get a shit ton of energy. And then they have a Golbat. The first Golbat we see of the day is fucking back here. Rip. Okay, Umbreon. I sort of like what they've done here, but it's also very awkward for both of us. So what we need to do is we need to get out of this matchup to an extent. If time runs out here, we're in trouble. I also definitely need to Ice Beam. I definitely need to Ice Beam their Golbat. That's the only way we have a chance of winning this, and I don't know that that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. I need the switch timer to come up here very, very quickly. Don't get another last resort. Don't get another last resort. There we go. You die. And then we still do need to get to Ice Beam, and they're going to be able to farm this to an extent, right? I think this is going to get really, really dicey here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Boom. Gotcha. Whew. GG's. Toxi's back. Let's go. Yeah, because they knew they needed to farm me because the Azu was out of range of dying to one Shadow Ball or one Poison Fang. You know, I actually think we might die to a Shadow Ball there. I think if they had just locked up the Toxi and maybe came out with enough extra energy to Shadow Ball the Azu, I think they can win. I think that's a win condition for them. It was the way they did the Umbreon. That's actually really nice. It was nicely done on their part. Because the Umbreon matchup with Azu becomes really dicey once that debuff is on. But also, seriously, we ran into Galv and Golbat in the first game with this team. That's rough, y'all. That's rough. That's super rough. Also, I'm a little sus about the fact that the last couple Galvs have snuck in a discharge or a Volt Switch, and I probably need to play a little differently. I probably need to play that a little differently. I think the timing right now, however I'm connected to the game, the timing is not in my favor. I do not miss Mawile, no. Not even a little bit. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe by the end of the set. All right, Frostlass and a Golbat. Okay, a second Golbat. No, I don't miss Mawile. Real talk. We don't miss it. I think they're just gonna farm this though, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, right, the sequencing here is unfortunate for us. Oh, they shielded? Okay, we like that. None of their moves can one-shot me. Flamethrower? They could flamethrower me. Nice. Nice. All right, fair enough. Just give me another. Oh. Rip. The shield was a tell on the flamethrower. It really was. But unfortunately, it didn't matter. I was hoping the flamethrower wouldn't do enough. Oh, hey, a Ninetales. Yeah, Toxi's very squishy, just as a heads up. Okay, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm actually fairly happy in this matchup, especially up a little energy. This is going to be very awkward for them. Toxi is very, very squish. I don't think that was a Shadow Skunk, Mex. I'm pretty sure that was a regular skunk. Maybe I was wrong about that. I probably would have shielded if I had realized it was a Shadow Skunk. Okay. So there is a Charmer, which means that I have some interest in preserving my health. I also kind of need to Ice Beam this thing to have any chance of winning. So what we need to do here is not give them too much energy though, because if they Shadow Ball me, I lose obviously. If this is Shadow Ball, we're in some trouble. If it's a Poison Fang, I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, Poison Fang, we're fine. Shadow Ball this thing. Even an Avalanche would have killed this thing, but we're fine here. And then boom. GG's. I'm not overly scared of the Golbat except on Toxicroak. So like I figured, you know what? If the skunk has Flamethrower, I guess we're just gonna find out. Obviously, switch advantage would have been nice there, but having the shield was also great. So But yeah, it's been a while since I've played that matchup. It's been a while, so good to remember that. It's good to remember that the skunk is pretty strong. Yeah, we got to take advantage of the fact that I really like Frostlass up energy. It's just really good. And once I had Frostlass up energy and I got up a shield, I felt confident that I could put Azu in against Golbat and make something happen. Yeah, I think the answer was they shielded a mud bomb in that scenario, and the only scenario where they shield a mud bomb there, I think, is one where they have flamethrower. If we assume our opponent is competent, which you always should, the only reason they shield there is because they're hoping to catch you napping. Or like whatever, throw whatever, I'll take shield advantage, nothing kills me here, and then you realize you died of that. We unfortunately did not get to the second mud bomb to prove them extremely wrong, but it is what it is. If we get to a second mud bomb there, which is probably IV dependent. My guess is that's IV dependent on both sides. There might be a break point or a health sort of bulk point that maybe is just you survive one extra poison jab, or you take a little extra damage from the flamethrower. You probably get to that second mud bomb and it's real bad for them. All right. Ooh, 2966. We are unfortunately potentially gatekeeping this person, although the Umbreon is very, very good there. Let's hope we don't get totally blown out here. This is not a total blowout. This is actually kind of okay for us, especially because we're up energy. Our Frostlass is currently not looking great. I'm not gonna lie. Frostlass currently not looking super hot. And this is a hard fight to win. Oh, they boned. Okay, interesting. I wonder if they're not on Bone Club. If they're not on Bone Club, this matchup is great for us. The problem is I still think they win. Okay, they are on Bone Club. They definitely are going to win this fight because they still have a shield. Let's make sure we get that at least. And then we have to deal with the Umbreon still. Nuke me. That's fine. I don't actually care what they do here, although we're switch locked now, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, Shadow Bone. Do clap. Although we now have this switch locked in, which we kind of like. We are also on misaligned switch timers, which isn't super awesome. This team desperately needs an Azu counter. That's the thing I'm most worried about now. Is like, what is this team's Azu counter? Because they have two Pokemon that are weak to Azu. And they're both basically dead. And we have our Azu and a mostly dead Toxi. For us to have a chance of winning this game, their Backmon has to be absolutely tragically bad against Azu. And I just don't think it's going to be the case. Nope, it's their own Azu. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. There is some play for us here, but it's fairly narrow. Because we can catch a move still. I just think they're not gonna throw on time. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. You got me. GG's. Hey, it is what it is. It's tough for us. Unfortunately, you know, Toxi Marowak is not a great matchup, so it just wasn't really something we could come back and win. So we won't gatekeep that person. I wish them the best of luck pushing for 3,000. The Marowak is a problem for us. Like, Alola Marowak is very good against our team, so we may have struggled anyway because our Azu's not really built to beat a Marowak. Wow, another Umbreon lead. Another one. I'm still going to Toxi because I think there's like a chance that people have forgotten it's a thing. This is sus. This is extremely sus, isn't it? Yeah, I had a feeling. Extremely sus. All right, so Toxi is something. But also, I believe I win CMP. And they left me a bunch of energy because I didn't throw. So, ooh, okay. All right, fair enough. We need switch advantage. I don't think there's any way we win this game without it. So, we're going to farm this thing down. And if their plan is to bring the Umbreon back to close this thing out, then we're happy with that, I think. Okay. They still have to throw a Psychic at me to kill me. Maybe I should have thrown... Yeah, I just didn't think they were going to shield, so... Okay, you got me. You got me, friend. So... Frostlass with a running start. Probably what we want to be doing. Ooh, it's a Nido. Shadow Nido, nonetheless. We're gonna get a shield here. We're getting earth powered. So I think our Azu, well, definitely from there. I think our Azu is gonna be able to kill them with an ice beam before they can kill me. Right? Pretty sure. It's gonna be a little dicey, but I think that's okay. Poison Fang. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, Nido in the back was not necessarily the ticket for them. If it had been a dark poison, we'd be in trouble, right? The Umbreon comes back and dies. GG's. Toxi safe swap obviously worked wonders there. They didn't really have a good Toxi counter. So I like the idea of YOLOing the move with Umbreon. I think that was smart. In so much as that it forced me to shield, or it would have just been a blowout. But yeah. I mean, I think it's a risk reward thing, right? Toxi has some pretty brutal counters in this meta, but so does Azu. And I just think more players are packing the Azu counters than are packing the Toxi counters. That's kind of the game I'm playing right now. Is saying, I think it's more likely we'll see a Nidoqueen or a Dark Poison than we will a Golbat or a Jellicent for that matter. And honestly, we're probably losing to Jellicent anyway. All right, let's go. Qualo. Good luck, friend. We've got a Frostlass into a Nidoqueen. That is the lead we seek. And then we've got Drapion. Drapion, unlike Skuntank, can't one-shot us. So they can Aqua Tail us, and of course they're going to be on Aqua Tail. Because Drapion is always on the moveset you don't want it to be on. No, it's Crunch. Okay, never mind. Just no debuff, please. God damn it. Really? With the debuff? Really? You had to debuff us? I don't care that much for this specific matchup. I care for the next... I care for what's coming in. Right? I care because this is now killing us before we get to a charge move because of the debuff. But we're pretty happy, I think, with this. Yeah, they're just going to concede. GG's. They have posted legend numbers previously, but that was cumulative over, you know, all the seasons. And numerically, there were questions. Remember we asked, like, we're like, but what constitutes, you know, what constitutes a GBL player? Yeah, Scraggy. Take a little scrag. Let's go. We get 4 wins. You love to see it.